1986, the year our world turned to ashes. The atomic flame, unleashed by the leaders of the East and West, like a genie from his bottle, circled the globe in a mere minutes and devoured it to the bone. Without sparing neither the innocent nor the guilty, without naming a victor to the bloody war, a nuclear blaze destroyed everything in its path, including the reasons for the conflict that sent the remnants of humanity back into the Dark Ages, back into the primeval state with no government, no technology, no culture, and no morals. 2005. 19 years have passed from the day of the Great Purge. Both once glorious empires and their loyalists now lie in ruins. However, amidst these ruins, new civilizations start to rise up to the unforgiving sun. From the rusted, radioactive derelict of the old world, new entered states, both brave and wild, emerge to join the never-ending battle for the right to exist on the planet, mutilated beyond recognition by the flames of apocalypse.
Exclamation, everybody, and welcome to Adam RPG. It's by Adam Team. It's currently in early access on Steam. This is version 060E, and it says that it takes its inspirations from the original Fallout, as well as from, I believe, Deus Ex and System Shock and Baldur's Gate. So it is I believe, a top-down and/or isometric RPG. I have not played any of the game, so this will be a completely blind playthrough for me. So I don't know what kind of state it's in. It is listed as mostly positive, so others have gotten here before me and have left some good reviews. So with that said in mind, let us do a brand new game, shall we? Okay, so we got all our normal RPG things here. Some strength, endurance, dexterity, and all that stuff. Is there... What do I actually manipulate these right now? Oh, I can. It takes away from others. Oh, I see. 25. Wait, what is that? Oh, no, it's not. Okay. So I have 5 more points that I can put in. All right. That was not immediately obvious. So I know that I could do to manipulate stuff, but let's say, personality. Can make the soul of the party here. We'll put some into intellect and a little bit into strength and endurance, I think. All right, and then we got 20 skills here. Martial arts. He's kicks and punches in combat. He's already at 60. I guess we could go like 65 on that, maybe. Melee weapons, 47. I think I'll be more of a gun rifle kind of guy, maybe. So let's do there's some bartering too. Let's put 5 into the barter skill, a little bit into first aid and survival, and technology. We'll get that up to 40, and then speechcraft, influence others. Yeah, we gotta do a little bit of that anyway. All right, I'll just leave the guns and stuff the way they are. Let's change our character here. Okay, they all have names already. I guess I can change the names. Oh yeah, I can. All right. Ooh, Oleg. Oleg. He looks quite. Oh, now he's Vladik. All right. Let's change your name. Let's change your name to memory. All right, apply. Action points, melee damage. Okay. Let's, and then I guess there's a, I guess you get these traits later on, or distinctive traits maybe. All right. Continue. The deterioration in relations between Eastern and Western blocs in 1979 have led to a full-blown Armageddon between nuclear powers in the year 1986. The war was swift, devastating, and brutal. The fact that humanity persevered was miraculous. 19 years have passed, and it's 2005. Both once great empires and their allies now lie in ruins. But on top of those ruins, new civilizations are slowly emerging. The story takes place on a small patch of land in the south part of Russia, or USSR. This territory wasn't impacted by nuclear blasts as much as more industrial parts of the country. It was mostly agricultural and didn't have a lot of army bases or nuclear shafts. But still, this place was also scarred. Even though it has some sort of centralized government, established trade routes, and even its very own TV channel, the land is plagued by famine, diseases, banditry, radiation, and the rumor has it that some horribly mutated monsters are also roaming the wastes. Fun times. You are a young member of a secret bunker society, Atom, established back in the USSR. The main mission of your organization is to find, restore, and secretly introduce old or new technologies to survivors, ultimately restoring the pre-war way of life. This is why Atom sends expeditions to the wastelands, and recently one I think that should be just one such expedition, led by a prominent Atom member, General Morozov, stopped contacting the main base. Human resources are tight, so the standard procedure in such situations is to send 1 or 3 younger operatives to conduct investigation. This time you were chosen to fulfill this task. You know that General Morozov and his party went on to explore a mysterious pre-war bunker, Bunker 317. What you don't know is the exact location of this place, only that it is near a certain village called Atrano? Wow. I'm going to struggle with all these names, I know it. What a nice night we're having. So calm, nothing can go wrong. with your dad's sweater on. Okay. So 3 AP points. So I guess we what's that rustling sound, he says? Oh, great, we're surrounded. From uneven shadows that are dancing around your campfire emerges a well-built man in his 30s, dressed in a musty khaki uniform. Well, what do we have here? Hope I'm not bothering you, comrade. The man stops before you and rubs his hands as if to warm himself, or to show you a formidable brass knuckle on his left hand. You look like a tourist, man. Nice tent, clothes in good condition, without holes or tears, and so much other stuff. The man whistles, sizing up your equipment. Must be hard to carry such a weight on your shoulders. Stranger's face breaks into an ominous smile. I mean, me and my pals could help you. Well, not for free, of course, but for a very manageable price. What say you? You finally notice 4 human figures hidden in the dark of the night, and if before you still had... wow, that's... okay. They're going to have to fix up some of this English here. And if before you still had some doubts about what is transpiring, now it's becoming painfully clear. You're about to get robbed. Let's see. Speechcraft. Listen, I agree that sharing is caring, but all I have is bare minimum for survival. Be a human being, leave me alone. Strength. Easy there, man. Maybe you missed it in the dark, but you're looking for trouble. What the hell? Go on, rob me, you bunch of lies. Okay. Let's see. I think going up against 4 guys, probably not a great idea on my part. Let's try speechcraft. Success. The man smiles and winks at you. Don't sweat, rookie. We won't hurt you. Just wanted to browse through your stuff for a sec. Who knows? Maybe we won't take everything. You can lie down and rest while we're at it. What do you mean? Oh, they're going to attack me. Alright. Well, that didn't work so well, did it? So, they looted me. That's great. Oh, my head. Those assholes. They took everything. Or maybe they left something? Oh, we're starting out quite well here. Now I wonder if let's see what we got. They left me with a canteen that is actually empty. Yeah, right. Oh, I'm sure they left me with some stuff. Yeah. Yeah, I'm sure they did. Okay, so that's what I have left here. Is there a, like, can I hold down, like, control or something to see if there's stuff to be clicked on? You have new highlights. Oh, that's right. This uses, the NVIDIA highlighting system. So if you have shadow play and stuff, it will automatically do highlights for you. I've actually turned those off. It'll prompt you when you first start up, but it's interesting concept. Not really what I need right now. So yeah, kind of nice if there was like something that would highlight all the things. Okay, that's find the whereabouts. And what's our map? Does it help us at all? Great. Okay, well I guess we just gotta walk around and see the sights. Can I zoom out a little bit? It's a little bit better. Kinda still really close in, and then there's a green bar over there. I think that's probably where they want me to walk to transition somewhere else, but let's look around this place before we do that. Mayhaps there is something for us to gather? Or is this just all a set piece? Yeah. It's not looking promising. Yeah, I don't see anything over here. Alright, I guess they just want me to leave this place. Is there anything in the tent? Okay, that's the change between fists or melee and guns, it looks like. Alright, I guess that's all we can do is just leave, huh? After a whole day of wandering, you start to notice signs of inhabitants. A small field, a pasture, and finally a makeshift wooden sign with bullet holes in it. The name Atradno on it shows that you're on the right track. It's already nighttime when you find yourself at the entrance of a small, shabby village. Here you can restock your supplies, earn a couple of rubles, and most importantly, learn where to find Bunker 317. Okay. Halt, who's there? Before you stands a strongly built man aged around 30. He is wearing a weathered military jacket and holds a large gun in his hands. On further inspection, he seems like an affable guy that would probably welcome a conversation with a random stranger. He absently chews a blade of grass, but upon seeing you, he livens up. Hey there, comrade! And hello to you, too. The man coughs and spits out the blade of grass, then removes his hands from his rifle, letting it hang there by its handmade leather belts. Nice to meet you. My name is Yan. May I ask what brings you to our village? Looking for someone. I'm passing through. I just heard. Decided to check it out. I'll just say I'm just passing through. Well, times are tough, but we always welcome traveling folks. How can I help you? Well, I wanted to ask you a few questions. Fine, I'll try to answer. Was there a troop of military types in your village lately? Funny you should ask. A squad of troops came through the village not long ago. Can't say if they were military, though. They had some serious-looking dudes, good weapons on them, and their attitude was pretty militant. They were even wearing uniforms of sorts. Some serious guys, I tell you, real serious. Yet you can't tell me if they were military or not, but you just described the military person. They brought some water, rested for a day near the walls, and moved on. I got to chatting with the youngest guy among them. He said they were on an expedition into the ruins, probably looking for some pre-war tech or what remains of it. God help them, they seem normal enough. You put me in the direction of these ruins? Yan takes your map and after looking at it for a while draws a small black cross in one spot. After looking at the map again, he returns it to you. Here it is, not too far away. Thanks. Can I ask another question? Do you have work available around here? Some work can always be found. For one, our tech guy disappeared somewhere. Steblev was his surname. He loves a drink from time to time. Sometimes even goes on a bender. It's not like him to be gone for so long. The last time we saw him, he was pretty drunk, bragging about becoming a millionaire real soon. Now he's just gone. Maybe he earned his million and ran off? The dog doesn't seem to think so. Maybe so, but where would he get 1,000,000 rubles? Something's shady about this whole situation. Jan shrugs his shoulders and vigilantly stares into the distance before turning back to you. Anyway, a real handyman would be most welcome here nowadays. I see. Another question? Heard any good... Well, tell me about your village. What do you want to know? Where can I buy weapons? Who sells them? Where can I buy some drugs? Excuse me, sir. I've just come out from the wasteland. I just want to know, where can I buy some drugs? Where can I buy some weapons and who sells them? Just a village gun dealer, the trader Yashin. If you want to know my opinion, he's a nice guy, but he asks a lot for his wares. Real goddamn capitalist. On the other hand, he pays some hefty taxes and helps the guards around town with their weapons. You should visit him even if you don't need a gun. He only moved here recently. Being a city person, he would love to chat with a traveler such as yourself. His shop is just outside the gates to the left. Okay. Let's ask another question. Heard any good rumors? One passerby told me that somewhere in the waste is his old abandoned Boy Scout camp. Well, it's not entirely abandoned. He told me that all the Boy Scouts that were there before the war are still there. Now they're feral, and they worship the devil in their rituals. Okay, from Boy Scouts to Wiccans. He also told me that it's possible they are not Boy Scouts at all, just some monstrous creatures that took on the forms of the kids, trying to mimic us humans. Okay, somebody's been hitting the sauce. If you ask me, that's just a huge load of bull. Clearly, I'm not a man to be asked about rumors. You should chat with people in the village. Maybe they'll know. So after all that, you're like, yeah, you shouldn't really ask me about rumors. All right. That's what we'll do here. I'll visit him again if I have a chance. Okay, let's see what this village has to offer. There's an open door here. Is that where he said to the left? Uh-huh. And this guy? Before you stands a thin, middle-aged man. His bony face blooms with a slightly forced smile when he notices you. Good day, for your perusal. Guns of all kinds, pre-war, hot off the workbench. Rifles, shotguns, and pistols from the best gunsmiths of the wastes. All my weapons are of the highest quality, and if it explodes in your hands, your money back, guaranteed. Let me try my barter skill on him. And success. Well, fine. Just because I value you as a customer, I can give you a hefty 5% off everything. Can't beat that, right? Now that's an interesting proposal. Maybe you'd like to make a purchase now? The stock is good, and so are the prices. Can I ask you some questions? The trader seems a bit underwhelmed, but keeps a smile in case you'd still like to buy something. I'm listening. Heard any good rumors lately? One of my relatives is a caravan driver. He works everywhere from the Red Partisan area to the Khrushchev Badlands. Well, he told me that there's this abandoned town plagued by some strange anomalies. Seems if you stay there for the night, you'll have terrible nightmares. Worse, on the top stories of the buildings, green lights can be seen. And people hear voices. But that's not even the scariest part yet. He told me that his caravan had this boy as part of his crew. So one day he comes up to my relatives and says his pals called him into the basement because he found some pre-war teens there. Well, my relative gave his okay to the kid and then forgot about it. But the kid never came back. He's been missing ever since. Some men from the crew go down that basement the kid was talking about, and they found only a fresh pool of blood. And that's it. And the man who the boy thought was calling him from the basement wasn't even near the place the day before. Some believe that hell spawns are living in that city now. Some others think there's home to guests from the stars. I think this story is a great example of why you should buy a gun. Always the salesman. A suspicious end to a suspicious tale. No more questions. I like to see your wares. I don't think I have any money, do I? I have I have 0 rubles. Well, I guess it's a bartering thing, right? So I could trade off my empty canteen for things. I don't really like bartering systems. I really don't. They're all the rage, and yet I still do not really like them. Yeah, we don't have anything right now, so we're just gonna be looking around for a little bit. We can pick up some jobs here. Who's in this place? He's got the TV on. I was wondering what was talking there. Before you stands an old man in an old, weathered but clean jacket. He looks around 60, but very well preserved for someone who lives in the wastes. It seems possible that his real age is closer to 70. His strict face is adorned with a short mustache. What do you need, comrade? Can I ask you a few questions? I'm very busy. Please, speak with someone in the village. Turns away from you, letting you know the conversation is over. Okay. So I noticed a little red light over there. I wonder if that's their relation between you and them as far as like bartering and stuff. Because it said barter and then had like a little light there. So I'm guessing it like the red means that he's not favorable to you as far as bartering is concerned. And he's also got, well, it looks like nothing in these bookshelves. There's a book here. Short Dictionary of Criminal. An old pre-war book. Short Dictionary of Criminal Slang. Oh. Alright, well. Can I use it? Okay, take it. Don't try to steal anything, he says. Okay, I can't, like, use it. It says use, but... Oh, here we go. I didn't realize it was like a circular menu thing. This handbook was created for police officers to consult. Please bear in mind that it is a concise dictionary of prison slang, Fenya. However, this should be enough to help you perform better and avoid unnecessary risks. Colonel L.I. Dudden. Operating units. Here's criminal. Academy. Azure. Order. Babel. Secret. Band. Market. Railway station. Bouncer box, busker, buzzkill, Bible. Oh my god, there's like 23 pages. Then you hash, Cabspurn? Certain number of knocks on the door. Oh, I hope there's not a test about this stuff. I really hope there isn't a test here. Okay. Zwerk, to spit through one's teeth. That's actually required a word? That required you add a word to it? Zwerk? Well, just call it spit. Spit through one's teeth, as opposed to just spitting. And what is this cat? Oh, here we go. I can rotate with the right mouse button. I was hoping that would be the case. Actually, tilt it down a little bit too. Cool. Cat. Is that your... Okay, I'm not going to be able to read that. Looks like a bar, one way or the other. Before you stands a plump, red-faced man, aged around 25. He is wearing a white shirt and some rather short shorts. He has a well-kept beard. In his hands, there's a clean towel he uses to swat annoying flies. Upon seeing you, the man gives you a wide smile. Ooh, a customer. Welcome to the tavern. You travel short, keep on coming. What do you mean? Well, you're here right now. Not long ago, a band of odd people came through the village. People with guns usually mean trouble around these parts, but they were pretty civil, just like real army men. Can you tell me more? Not much more to tell. They weren't chatty. Our village head wanted to speak to them about some issue, but they had just left. I don't think he struck out a deal with them. They talked to our gate guard more than anybody else. His name is Yan. If you're interested in knowing about those guys, I suggest you speak to him. Yeah, anyway, maybe you need a drink or some food? Are there any jobs you might need me for? You know, you better talk to my sister about that. I'm a simple-minded guy myself. I can sell you beer, I can sell you some spirits. That I do gladly. Need something done around the house, light bulb screwed or chair fixed, for example? Just give me a call. But more serious stuff is for Katya's ears. She's the proactive one. He looks at a young lady who seems to be lost in some calculations. It's just that she's pretty busy right now, tallying the expenses, planning the budget, you know. But when Katya is busy, it's honestly pretty hard to get her attention. Oh, but I just thought of something. You know what she loves? Making all sorts of potions, tinctures, and spirits, that's what. Can't really understand why, but she's quite into all that chemistry stuff. Come up to her and tell her that I sent you to try out her latest tincture. I wish you'll get a free drink and also get a chat with her about stuff. Sly, huh? Pretty clever, methinks. Alright, thanks. I'll go now. Hold on, Fred. Maybe you'd like to hear a little business proposal first? Alright, well, out with it. The matter is pretty simple. Small job, really. What I need is for you to bring me this book I ordered. It's all the way in It's in Krasnodar. Abraham, the local bookseller, has it at his store. I can't go get it myself because of all the work around the bar. But I can see you travel a lot, so if you ever find yourself in Krasmataz, maybe you can pick it up for me, and on your return, I'll compensate you for your trouble. It's a deal. If I ever get to Krasmataz, I'll visit this Abraham character. Wow, thank you so much. Here, it's the receipt for the book. Just show it to Abraham, he'll give it to you. Bartender hands you a small square of thick paper. On it, written in a formidable cursive, are the words, "The owner of this document, Richenko, VA, or his legal proxy, may obtain a copy of The Lord of the Rings by J.R.R. Tolkien, translated by Russian to Russian by Babiera Z.A. After handing over this receipt, signed by Merkin A.D. All right. Okay, bye. He just wants to read about hobbits. That's all. The hobbits is. Before you stands a young woman. She is concentrating on writing something down in a yellowed notebook which has the word accounting on the cover. She is completely immersed in this activity and does not notice you. Hello, your brother sent me over. He says you might have some tincture for me to try out. The girl stops her calculations and stares at you blankly. After a moment, she blinks. Then she smiles and tucks a tiny pencil stub behind her right ear. I see. Well, that's great. I doubt you've ever drunk anything quite like it. It's a new recipe, you see. Well, not really new, but more like forgotten by everyone. Okay. I'm really inclined to try it out. Girl nods and shows you to a darker, colder corner of the tavern. From behind the bar, she produces a clay bottle labeled with the letters XXX. Oh boy, she's gonna Dos Equis me, I think. Yeah, drink up. Boldly drink it up. You carefully take a tiny sip. The drink has a strange, sour taste. You shrug and hand the bottle back to the girl. You do not feel intoxicated, not even nauseous. You feel that you can take another sip. You take the bottle and have another. What harm could a few more sips do? Oh boy. Now your head starts to spin. Nothing scary about that, right? You even retain full sensation in your limbs, like normal. But then you feel them floating in the air around you, as if all the air had suddenly turned to water. Your mouth is very dry, so you wet it with another sip of the tincture. From someplace far away, you hear the girl calling to you, saying, "Don't do it!" But you already did. The world around you just stops. You also stop. But your mind races with thoughts that come with exceptional clarity and speed. Why are you here? Why am I here? Why did I drink that stuff? Why? The sound of your own thoughts seems to you like the roll of a distant thunder. But it's getting nearer every second, and you suddenly understand that what you thought was thunder are actually footsteps. From out of the misty void, General Morozov appears before you. "You looking for me?" he asks, and his voice is like 100 voices in one. You cannot reply. You're frozen. "Looking for me? Yeah, you're looking for me," says Morozov, and takes your hand. "Let's go." You walk through the dead gray mist together. Morozov in front, you following behind. The general walks calmly, and you don't have anything better to do than simply follow him. Finally, the mist parts before you, and a strangely beautiful sight appears before you. There are mushrooms here. Oh, jeez. He's brought us to the mushroom kingdom, my friends. A gigantic, unreal, primordial mushroom forest. Their huge trunks are thicker than the biggest oaks you've ever seen. Their tops obscure the sky like giant umbrellas. The general continues to lead you onward, weaving around the mass of mushrooms. Your tour through the fantastic forest stops suddenly at a truly colossal mushroom, bigger than all else. This is God, says Morozov. But you can't see him anymore because he speaks from inside you. He speaks from your head, using your mouth. You are General Morozov. Jesus. Suddenly, the ground beneath your feet begins to shake and you almost lose your balance. It seems like an earthquake, but when the shaking stops, you look up and scream. For the colossal mushroom now has a human face. Bow, orders the mushroom, and you fall senseless. Your mind turns off. You sleep. For how many hours, you don't know. After finally waking up, you do not feel any of the usual symptoms of heavy drinking from the day before. What the? Oh, what the? He's alive, Vasea. He's alive. See the girl holding you up so you don't fall on the floor. Your stability returns as the strange sensations of the tincture leave you completely. The bartender, swearing quietly, wipes the sweat from his brow. How are you feeling? Surprisingly well, actually. Quite the hardy constitution you turned out to have. I'm so sorry I made the tincture too strong. How stupid of me. I nearly killed a man. I feel just terrible about all this. Yeah. The girl lets out an exhale and gives you a smile. We took good care of your stuff while you, slept. You check your belongings and discover that you have not been robbed. Miracles really do happen in life. I still don't understand why it turned out so strong. I used my grandfather's recipe that my grandma recorded, she says, speaking mostly to herself. Okay, anyway, we need to have a talk. Gotta be sure your brain completely recovered. That's a good idea. Can I ask you some questions? I'm listening. I'm looking for work. Can you point me towards some? Everyone's looking for work around here, but I'm afraid I can't help you personally. What I can do is recommend you to Comrade Kovalev, our village head. He always has some work to be done, but he is a respected man around here. He won't do business with someone he's never seen before. Recommending a stranger to him is sort of unprofessional. Maybe if you'd help me with some chores first, I know I could trust you. What do you need help with? Oh, well, I'm ashamed to ask, but I need some toadstools. Don't have enough free time to do it on my own. Maybe you could help me out? Picking just 5 toadstools would do. They grow on the other side of the fence, not far from here. Are you up to it? Maybe. Look, I'm trustworthy. Maybe we'll skip the mushroom part and get straight to the cooperation. Fine, I'll go get you the mushrooms. Thanks, I'll be waiting. Consider it done. There's another guy here now. Where'd this guy come from? Great big man who looks around 50 is standing in front of you. His wide, unusually muscular body is clad in a tight coat of leather armor. Sparkly, clean battle knife is attached to the stranger's belt. It has been sharpened to perfection. An even more impressive battle gun is sticking out of his holster. just don't look below the waistline, man. But perhaps the most intriguing part of the stranger's equipment is a necklace made out of human ears that is reaching lower than the armored spiked collar of his armor. You realize that you've been staring at the man for far too long. He notices your gaze and gives you a friendly smile. You hear a snuffling, stuttering, but still highly cultured voice that doesn't at all match his menacing outfit. Good day, comrade. I haven't seen you here before. Point at his necklace made of ears. Where'd you get this collection from, if you don't mind asking? Maybe I'll do that. The man sighs and glances at the necklace sadly. From the people. From the people. This is the flip side of my current profession. This is quite an unpleasant totem, but a necessary one, unfortunately. This calls for an additional question. The man energetically extends his arm for a handshake, but suddenly he jerks it back as if he remembered something horrible. The next second, a tiny crossbow arrow shoots out of his sleeve and pierces the floorboard. With an apologetic look on his face, your interlocutor starts mumbling. Oh, what a blunder. I nearly killed my new interlocutor. Sorry about that, comrade. I recently installed this device into the sleeve of my jacket. A hidden crossbow of all automatic springs. You understand? I didn't get used to wearing it at all the time. Of course, such hidden weapon helps me at work. but it can destroy my social life in a single clumsy move. Hopefully I didn't scare you too badly. Ask me your questions, my dear. My dear? Okay. I think you need your eyesight changed too. What is your profession? The man sighs heavily and bitterly looks at the glass in his hand. The glass seems miniature in comparison. Ah, my dear comrade, an opportunist is my profession. Once, long before all this disarray, I used to be a respectable man, a senior lecturer at the Facility of Youth Teaching, a professor of Russian language and literature. My adoring students called me Inoki, Bob Jones. They never missed my lessons, especially the ones on the early works of Daniel. The works of CNS. They loved listening to me, despite my slight speech impediment. Those were amazing authors, painters of the human soul, the keepers of the high morals of whole humankind, who were not afraid to look into the abyss of human meanness. I think I could be a hero in their novels. I'm a professor who put on the armor of a traveling debt collector, a bounty hunter named the Equator? Educate. Oh, educator. Woof! Wow. How did that... Man, I'm giving my... This guy stuttering is giving me, like, the freaking, sight impediment here. A bounty hunter named the Educator. In this cruel world, even his armor I got only after taking it off an attacker, a lowlife bandit. The story of your transformation doesn't touch me. Wow. Wow. You sure don't miss your opportunities, comrade professor. I even felt uneasy when I first saw you. Well done. Educator smiles widely. I'm glad to see my story was met with understanding of another obvious intellectual. Another question. What do you know about this place? I'm not following local politics, to be honest. I only visit this place for two reasons. To have a drink after a hard task, and to look for one comrade who comes here occasionally. He's not a local. He promised me, I don't remember when, to give a very valuable thing as a gift. A collection of books and magazines for children and young adults. It may have been a long time since I stood in the pulpit, but I continue taking care about the intellectual future of the young. But no matter how many times I come here, I don't see this man here anymore. And this torments me worse than the bullet in my hip. He promised me. That means he owes me. What kind of a debt collector am I if I can't collect this debt from him? The debt he owes to children. Well, good luck with that. Bye. This is a tricky situation. Can I ask you something else? I guess we'll go tall tales here. Plenty of people. I'm not going to go through that whole thing because it's starting to make my eyes cross. People call him early bird. Why early bird? The worms that are collected debt from a gang of mercenaries who had taken money from one merchant for protection, but he had refused to work for it when they learned he planned to take his caravan through the cursed lands. What are these cursed lands? A strange place many days' walk from here in the north, maybe before the war. Devilish things are going on there, like in Gogol's novels. No details, though, just the rumors. So what happened next? We were waiting in ambush near headquarters, counting bullets, checking straps, and Earlybird just got up and walked to the front door, right towards the sentinel who pointed? I think that should be pointed his gun at him. He himself had neither a knife nor a gun, only a dead rat tucked behind his belt and a faithful hawk on his shoulder. I forgot to tell you that a tame hawk named acted this early bird. Sentinel stood in his way and said, "Who are you? Why'd you come here?" And early bird told him, "I'm here to sell my rat. Do you want it?" And his sentinel answered, "What rat? Have you completely lost your mind, weirdo?" Okay. And why did he say that? He said, "No need to be rude. Better take a closer look at what I'm offering you. It might come in handy." And then the early bird took his dead rat and threw it right in the face of the guard. And then the hawk immediately flew off his shoulder to catch the treat. The guard started panicking, of course, and waving his hands. Eventually, he shot somewhere without looking. Of course, activists didn't like it one bit, so it ripped the man's throat out with his bare claws and pecked his eyes out as well. After witnessing it, the guys who were sitting inside returned their debt without a fight, and even added a few extra rubles on top for a display of superior power. That's what some people can do. They can turn a god's creature celebrated in the works of great Maxim Gorky and the gracious hawk into a deadly weapon. Okay. Well, I guess that's enough of talking to him then, for now. Who's this guy? You see a muscular man near the bar. He eats mincemeat out of a can and washes it down with a vodka. Wishes it down. If you're eating mincemeat, I guess you are wishing it down. His face looks familiar to you. Yes, of course. It's another Adam cadet you knew before being sent on a rescue mission after the lost expedition. You never were friends, but you still recognize him. His name is Alexander. Oh, hey. The big guy turns to you, squinting a little. Finally, he waves at you. Hey there, memory. Didn't recognize you at first, but now it's painfully obvious. Yeah, what are you doing here anyway? Alexander sniffs, look at the barkeep and the girl at one of the tables, and then whispers to you. I am surprised by this question, Chev. What am I doing here? Did you honestly think you were the only one they sent after Morozov and his buddies? Nope, not the case. We were both sent, just at different times. I stumbled upon this village. So how's the investigation going? Well, I am calculating things, yeah. Looking for clues all around. Almost found our lost guys. When I saved them, I'm getting out of this place because, well, just look at that guy over there, Chev. Alexander cautiously eyes the barkeep and lowers his voice. Check out his meaty eyebrows. A real-life mutant is what he is. A monster shaped into human form, and most of the villagers are like that. Ugly fellows, inbred and dumb. Thank God me and you, we have integrity. We will never tell anyone like that the location of our secret organization. Alexander waits until the barkeep turns his back and then shakes his fist at him while making an angry face. You be careful out there, fuckboy? What the frig? Okay. Wow, we are like opposite ends of the coin here, is what I'd say. Heard anything interesting? I started tending to my muscles as of late, doing some bodybuilding, you know? I doubt a shrimp like you would find this interesting, though. Yeah, well, why would you need to say handsome? You're too much of a material man. Oh. Okay. I don't know. This has gone completely off the rails here. He's showing his muscles off to me. Okay, I see. I'm just gonna leave you be right now. You're a little bit overly creepy, my friend. just a little bit. You're a bit much, is what I'm saying. Let's see. Do we have any other? Well, there's an open door over here. I wonder what this is. If I can go in there. There's people out and about walking around, though. Anything in here for me to procure? An herbal mix. A mix of some questionable herbs. You can make tea from it, but remember there are no quality control in the waste, so drinking it could be dangerous. I guess. Maybe we can have some herbal tea. I don't know. You never know. Just gotta boil your water. That's all. That's all there is to it. And how about over here? Oh, we got a guy. Oh, what is that? Is that over there? Oh, don't try to steal anything. It's got stuff there. An old man in skull cap does what he always does. He opens and closes his toothless mouth, whistling some forgotten melody. Upon seeing you, he squints his eyes at you. Hello there, Sonny. You want to speak about something? He's getting to know locals. Well, oh, the locals. Well, here I am. A local through and through. Ha ha. Did they send you to help me out, Sonny? Not really. What do you want? Shame to ask, Sonny. I have this little corn patch in the back of my house. I picked the corn myself, but I'm just too old now. My back is killing me. What harvest could I pick like that? The old man gives out a sad sigh. It must be very hard for him to ask someone for help. Fine, old man. I'm going to do it. See you later. Okay. He's got a patch outside? Out back. Oh, okay. So, who is this guy? Before you stands a tough, hard-looking man aged around 45. He's wearing an old sunburnt shirt with short sleeves and a handy and hardy work pants. It's hard not to notice a wide black mustache on his strict face. That's great. Can I ask you some more questions? What? Okay, I think they jumped ahead in here. Is that weird? Okay. The man eyes you moodily. He seems tense, but your charisma seems to put him more at ease. He lets his guard down and suddenly looks more shy and strict. Ask away. Heard any rumors? They say there's some cult in Krasmataz City that helps honest folks. Sounds great, right? Still, I don't trust that kind of charity. Maybe I'm wrong about them, but it seems they have some sort of agenda, a shady agenda. Anything is possible. I guess, tell me about yourself. At first, the man seems to not trust you, but later, and mostly because you made a good first impression, he lets his guard down a bit. I am a simple man. I work a lot, and I wish everyone would be like that. Work keeps all the bad thoughts away and lets you sleep better. Before the war, I worked a tractor on a communal farm. After the war, I didn't really switch to a new profession. It's just that I don't get to have a tractor anymore. I work with my hands in the fields. That's kind of sad. Well, I'll let you be. Alright, so what do I do? Just like pick things? Okay. Pick all those. All the corn. Anything over here that he wants? Guess not. I'll walk in here then. Give this to him. I picked your corn, old man. Oh, you worker you are. Suddenly he's almost Irish. You really helped out an old man. The old guy feels his pockets, looks his house over, and finally turns to you with despair in his eyes. Just that I don't have any money to pay you. What's a shame? I was a hunter back before, be sure, you know, and it was always the money. But now, what a shame. Shame on you, old man. I just like a true Schweitzer. No problem, really. I was glad to help out. The old man does not listen to you. Finally, a smile comes to his face, and he slaps his forehead. What an old fool I am, Shunny. I was a hunter, wasn't it? Shed it to my shelf and didn't get it. Wait here, Shunny. The old man gets on his knees and starts searching under his rickety bed. Finally, he pulls out his old shotgun with a smile and hands it to you. Here, I don't really need it anymore. Just to scare away the crows, I suppose. But you might find it useful. So here you go. Wow, thanks a lot, old man. That's just what I needed. Get the gun out of the old man's hands and look it over with interest. It's an old hunting carbine. On its wooden stock is an engraving, a heart pierced by an arrow. Okay, so we got a weapon out of it. And I'm not gonna talk to every NPC. It's gonna get a little bit crazy if I do that. Let's see what is over in this little shack here. Oh, is that her house? I guess that's her house. Okay. Yeah, so do I have like a journal or something? Ah, here we go. So collect 5 toadstools for Katya from the tavern. Does that show up on the map? No, I guess not. Maybe I can find them. She said they were just outside the fence. So I'll go take a look around. This guy talk to anybody? He does, but I'm not gonna. Yeah, he's not very friendly. It doesn't sound like. Where would, if I were a mushroom, where would I be? Are those mushrooms up there? They don't look like them. Oh, there's like a. There is an enemy that is a. Oh, there's mushrooms there. Okay, there is a fly here that is an enemy. We're gonna be punching giant irradiated flies apparently. Oh, and speaking of, we've got a rat here. Okay, I guess we'll end our turn. We got a couple rats. Only the rat is only slightly injured. Now it's actually injured. Okay. May need to use something other than just my fists, I think. Let's try aimed. 37, 47. I have no idea what all these things are. Just the boot. Oh, I see. It's a different stance. It's aimed versus punch. Okay. Okay. I think I see what. It's just, it puts you into like a different stance where you have to do that stuff. You know what it is? I haven't equipped my other things. I wonder if I can equip those now. Or is it, does it automatically equip it? I don't think it does. Yeah, here we go. Slot 1. That's what I should have done in the first place. Do I have any bullets? I hope I have bullets. I don't have enough action points. Well, there's that. Where's my health at anyway? There's no ammo. Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say. That is what I thought you were going to say. Oh, here's my hit points here. 33. Okay. Alright, well this one's almost dead finally. Facing off against some rats. That's one down. Alright, we're fighting giant radioactive bees here. And that one's down for the counts. It's good. Okay. Well, that was our first battle. Was interesting. Didn't have anything on it. Nothing there. Nothing there. Well, at least the bees and stuff don't actually have things on them, which makes sense. Now, mushroom, is that the only mushroom I need to do? No, 5. I gotta collect 5 toadstools. There's a guy out here with his sheep. A guy and his sheep here. Before you stands an old man sporting a mustache. He's wearing a foreign tracksuit. There's a flat cap over his graying hair, and hanging around his neck are some old spectacles. He welcomes you with a firm handshake. Hey there. Hope the monsters didn't bite you on the way here. Thanks. I had to fight a few, though. See, it's dangerous to walk around here alone. There are monsters all around the village. This place is practically under siege. One thing is nice, they don't attack on their own, usually. You'd have a hell of a time cooped up in here. All those spiders, ants, rats, it's like they're symbiotic. Few more years, and they'll form a political party. Man lets out a mirthless laugh and eyes his surroundings as if looking for something. He then exhales and turns his head back to you. But anyway, see, I have this fire going. If you have any canned food or tea, you're graciously invited to cook it here. Use my pot if you will, or just sit down and get yourself warm. Speaking of relaxation, if you by any chance have a pair of dice, we might sit down and play for a while. I seem to have lost my own pair some time ago. Not much of a gambler, man, but I think it's a fun way to spend time. Sure, let's play. How can we play without dice? I don't have my own. I better ask you some questions. And rumors? I heard of some adventure type that buried a stash somewhere in the area. After that, I think he got shot or mauled by wolves. And the stash is still there. I'd go look for it, but I'm too lazy. If you have a good shovel, you're welcome to try your luck searching. I won't mind. Okay, thanks for the advice then. Maybe this guy has a shovel. Can I take his shovel if he has one? I took his photo. That's probably not... that was probably not worth taking, but okay. This photo, this photo of your family, it came with the portrait, or it came with the frame. That tree looks weird. I was gonna say, like, maybe that tree has is where the thing is buried, but I'm sure I could probably search for hours and still not find it. So I'd probably need a clue, an additional clue. There's some mushrooms over here, maybe? No, they're not pickable ones. We have another bee over there. Giant wasp. Ah, here's another mushroom. Oh, and a rat. All right, so it's definitely tactical turn-based combat with action points and stuff, so that's fine. That's quite a few games lately have employed that. Oh, I just burned a turn there, and I don't get any more action points out of it, huh? I guess I only have a maximum of 7. Well, that's down. Punch this giant flying beast in its mandible. Yeah, that one's down. These rats are very resilient, aren't they? It take four punches to rid of them. Well, make that 5. Make that 5 punches to get rid of them. Or 6, as the case may be. Jeez Louise. Okay. Take care of that. I should be able to grab this toadstool now. All right. What else do we have over here? Anything of interest? This field looks acceptable, but first you need to plant the crops. Oh, I can plant crops and stuff? Okay, that must be some other quest to do that I haven't picked up yet. This place is quite abandoned. Nothing in there. Oh, and we moved the thing out of the way. That's good. So there's actually like an underground here. Like a cellar. Of some description. It's a nutcracker. And a weird noise. Aha! Some rounds of ammo, some nails, and an empty bottle. Alright, take that. Is that, what rounds does this take? 7.62? And this is 7.62. Sweet! Okay, now we can actually use this. Go, and then where's the, ammo at? I just put the ammo underneath. The ammo in here. I don't think it matters. It should just know that it's there, right? You think? Oh, I gotta drag and drop it onto it. Okay. Alright, well that's a thing. I need to take care of that. I have a shotgun and some ammo now. That's fantastic. Over here. More nails and more wires. Alright, well, we'll take those just because I don't know if I need them yet or not. We have a coded lock. And a condom. Of all the things to find in a wasteland, we find a condom. I don't think there's going to be much need for that right now. Alright, so we looked down there, we got some ammo. Good. This is locked. Yeah, okay. So there's gotta be like a code somewhere that I can use for that. Also, I really need to get some health back. Do I have anything that would give me health? Well, we got the herbal mix here, but I don't think that's going to help me right now. It's this whole low HP that I'm not too keen on. Now we gotta find some more mushrooms around here somewhere. Question is, where are they? Oh, here's something. What is this? Right, open a stash. Oh, hell. Oh, cool. Stimulant, knife, some rounds. Yeah, take all that. Damn straight, take all that. Put the knife in slot 2, maybe. Go. Now I've got melee and close range. And an antidote. Oh, I got poisoned? Says he's feeling kind of sick. I guess I got poisoned. Oh, I guess because that's all radioactive stuff. That's why. Got a little bit of radiation poisoning, a little radiation sickness. And we've got a spider. Which is really hurting me. Can I just... Oh, there we go. Now I can stab. Do that. Ooh, this thing's gonna freaking get me, man. There we go. Into that. Close that up, and let's swap back to our thing here. So aimed takes 6 action points and single takes 5. Alright, we'll leave it on aimed because we need to use that all up. That's the last one. You would think that might be the last one, but let's see if there's another one. Hey, there's another one over there. With lots of stuff crawling around it. Some graves. Alright, well, we didn't do a very good job of sneaking, but let's try. Dang it. Dead center. Oh, one hit wonder I got on that one. Alright, now we got more things moving in on me. There's no ammo left. Great. Target's too far for that. Let's do that then. Come over here and back one. And that is that. I didn't want to draw them out, but I had to. I mean, that's the last toadstool I need to pick up. Guess we can look at some of the graves. Oh, you want me to dig up graves? It's like, well, shovel nearby, you don't do anything. That's because they want you to dig up the graves, I guess. Make a truly fearsome army of darkness, perhaps. There's a random dude standing up around this lake here, too. So maybe he knows where the... Oh, it's over here. Okay. Let's say, know where this other mushroom is. Alright, I don't know if we're going to survive this or not. Okay, we are. Cool. Alright, we got a little bit down here. Well, that hurt a lot. But we've taken it out. Still nothing on it. I think there would be. Alright, take a toadstool. I think that hopefully should be the last one, you would think, right? 5 of them? How many do I have? 5 of them. Alright, good. That is the last one. Let's talk to this guy who's out puttering around, though. Before you stands a tall, gray-haired man in a scruffy-looking sweater. He looks at you suspiciously and without blinking. There's a knife in his hand that's pointing in your general direction. From the look of the fishing poles scattered on the shore, he was fishing before you arrived. Who are you? I don't know you. Get away from me. Whoa, calm down, man. I'm just passing through. Yeah, that's what you're saying. I know you travelers from Adam. The moment I turn my back on you, I will get killed. The problem for you is I don't have any money or any food, so it's best you move along. Go get some townies, friggin' adventurer. Huh. The man I once over? What are you staring at? I'm not a shop window. Move along or you don't want to be stabbed. Man takes up a fighting stance with his knife in front of his body that studies your every movement without blinking. Seems he's ready for you to attack at any moment. Alright, don't get so nervous. I just wanted to talk. The man has a short inner struggle before he finally puts down a knife and squints his eyes at you. Fine, I'm sorry. My nerves are pretty shot nowadays. What did you want to ask? How's the fishing? Somewhat. This pond is pretty small, but there's plenty of fish in there. Problem is that although dumb, those critters learn over time, and now they aren't biting as fast as they did before. Can I fish too? You want to fish, eh? Well, maybe you can. It's just that you really don't know what the local fish are like. The real gourmets in these parts. No worms for them. They're like bait made from all the critters around. Giant asps, wasps, spiders. Fisherman gives you a crooked smile and spits through his teeth. Yep, there's many of them, mutants and freaks in these parts, but how would you know which of their limbs and organs are fit in there to make bait? I wager you don't know, am I right? Here's what we're going to do. Go to the nearest pub and get me something strong. For that, I'll teach you the basics of bait harvesting. Just remember, I don't want anything they mix themselves. Normal pre-war alcohol only. And the harder, the better. Oh, well. I got something that'll put some hair on your chest, dude. Okay, I'll go then. Because I need to heal desperately. Where is the entrance? Is over here. At least he's sprinting to make it to my waypoints. Unlike other games where they just take their time and don't actually do much. All right, so I got to 5 toadstools over in the bar area. Let's do that. Okay, and oh, hello. How's the gathering going? Got something for me? Yep, I got some. Here you go. Wow, great work. Proud of you. Let me see. You hand the mushrooms to the girl. She looks them over with an eye of a professional and satisfied with the quality, gives you a smile. Oh, well, it's all right, but well, I'm just so tired. You gotta say this in the oh, what's that actor's name? You gotta say it in his voice. Like, oh, well, it's all right, but well, I'm just so tired. I'm just so tired. Wasn't easy to get those, you know. I almost died. Went to hell and back for those fungi. What do you say, madame? Mayhap your knight deserves a real reward for his epic deeds. Okay. Try that. Oh, it worked. Success. Oh, my hero, my own Sir Galliant Sir Bors. Here, have another 20, you know, for recuperation. Thanks a lot. How about speaking to the village head? Sure thing. I'll write a note to Comrade Kovalev right now saying that I recommend you for hire. Go give it to him personally, since I'm sure he'll want to talk to you. He lives in the left of the bar entrance. Good luck. Oh, so this guy right here didn't want to talk to us before. He's the leader. All right. We got 17 more skill points. Let's put that into rifles and shotguns since we have one. And lock picking. And I think tinkering's good, and then maybe one more into speechcraft, maybe. Go. Okay, so then I go and talk to this guy. Right, he's the village dude. Yes, no. Not here if he is. What did you say it was? To the left of the bar? Be that way, right? Unless this thing opens up somehow. Oh, there is, yeah, it is open, actually. I wonder if he's the mayor. Yeah, he must be the mayor, I bet. What do you need, comrade? I got this letter of recommendation at the tavern. I'm looking for work, you see. Interesting. Let me take a look. That note. Comrade Kovalev takes your note and quickly reads it. You notice that he holds it very close to his eyes. Seems like the vision of this strong old man isn't as good as it was in this picture. Seems that Katya Radchenko believes you can be trusted. It may be so. In any case, you made an impression. This is recommendation enough. So, how about the job? Yes, the job. The head thoughtfully cracks his knuckles. After that, he raises his gaze to you, looking as if he's reached a conclusion. Maybe I have a job for you after all. You probably already heard about the bandit gang that terrorizes our village. Each month they come to take our supplies away from us. If we don't pay up, they rob and kill our people. Tried fighting them, but to no avail. But look at your honest face. I've come up with a little plan. The head lowers his gaze again. It's hard for you to read him. He's either indecisive or just trying to find the right words. I'm listening. Thing is, our village probably has a snitch living in it, a traitor, a rat. I'm sure about this. Someone made a pact with our bandits and tells them everything that's going on around here. But with that said, I can't imagine who that rat is, and the bastard himself knows me and the other villagers too well to get caught. When we hired mercenaries to protect us, the bandits already knew about it, and each time we trade for a bit of money, they attack. Someone is rattling us out. You're a new face in the region, so it should be easy for the rat to trust you. Bring me the identity of the traitor. That is the job. Okay. The head laughs mirthlessly and appears to shrink a bit before you. His true age becomes more apparent. You realize he's much older than 60. I'll tell it to you straight. The village is slowly dying. To drought the bandits, our young people always leaving. A few more years and we'll be wiped off the map. The old timers will die and the others will simply scatter. Some might even join the bandits. I really don't like my opinions, but it's probably our only hope now. The last hope to change something, fix something, not to bring something back we lost, but to at least try and build our settlement over a little more over time. I must die, all those things. I guess I will agree. Where do you start? Well, let me just tell you, the village I do not suspect. For one, I completely trust my fighting men, Jan and Petra on the south and north gates respectively. They would not work for me otherwise. Trader Yashin may be a suspect. He is new in town and he obviously has a shady past, but he does so much for the village. He built his shop with his own money, his pay taxes. He suffers from the bandits like everyone else. Dr. Mike Yokin and my old S guy I trust like I would trust myself. He built this village together, you know? They're good people, tested by time and loyal. Village superintendent is a cowardly, shitty person, but he's too cowardly. Profitable. The owners of the tavern no need to be snitches. Don't know about the rest. Okay. You are zero help. Zero help at all. But that's alright. We've talked to you. We've gotten some quests under our belts, and I think I'm going to call it there because I'm recording this late at night, and it's getting to that point, my friends. It's getting to that point. All right, so this has been Adam RPG. It is by Adam Team. It is in early access on Steam. It's currently $14.99 US. So far so good. I haven't played enough of it to say whether or not it's going to be it's worth the $15 right now, but it certainly doesn't look terrible, and it plays relatively okay. No real hiccups or problems other than that. So I think it still needs some creature comforts and some, quality of life things for the players. But other than that, they're on I think a pretty good track here. So as always, I will leave links down in the description so you can do your own due diligence. Thanks so much for watching, everybody, and I will see you next time.